to play that role. I think a sort of liberal left needed a Nazi party to sort of strengthen its own position. It effectively had no value at all to black communities. If anything, I think it sort of isolated them.
Why weren't more black youth involved?
The fact of culture, different understandings.
Themselves, and not just blindly accept organised politics and attitudes.
All bands are political in that they're talking to people and in that they're getting messages across.
I mean, ABBA's political in the sense that it supports status quo attitudes. Every corner you turn, you know, there's a confirmation. You can see confirmation of ABBA's lyrics, because that is how everything is.
Money, 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 in the rich man's world.
Left way, right way, you can stop the law. Keep the people sick, I don't see the point. Anarchy and freedom is what I want.
We're not trying to promote any form of political doctrine, and we don't have any set rules that we're trying to put forward through our music, so we aren't promoting anarchy. There's no sort of description of anarchy that we can promote. All we're saying is just think for yourself and try and live your own life with a bit of dignity.
We see life as food, clothes and shelter, right? So, because some people can't get it, right, because there's a few that control it and make it difficult for others. And so this is what we're really singing about, and they will say it's political.
You know, the land was ours, you know, the earth was ours, and it still is ours. And the fact that other people choose to say it's theirs, and then prevent us from taking, or having, or sharing even what is ours. You know, nothing, there's no freedom for us.
You know, the way that the council build their flats now, they're just like, you know, boxes, really sterile. And that's how every area in which people move, it's sort of sectioned off so that you contact people as little as possible.
A lot of bands, I think, are a lot more conscious of what is involved now and are sort of like going out of their way to retain control over what they do and what they're doing and what they want to do.
A large number of the record producers are involved in the electronics industry. The electronics industry is very, very involved in the arms and the military industry. You know, they're all one of the same thing. You can't sing anti-war and be a member of the sort of that huge industry.
I am not he, nor master, nor lord, no crown to wear, no cross to bear in stations. I am not he, nor shall be, warlord of nations. These heroes have run before me, now dead upon the flesh pile, see, waiting for their promised resurrection. There is none, nothing but the marker, crown or cross, in stone upon these graves. Promise of the ribbon was all it took, where only the strap would leave its mark upon these slaves. What flag to thrust in this flesh? Rag, bandage, mop in their flowing caps. Taken aside, they were pointed away for God, queen and country. Now in silence they lie. They ran beside these masters, children of sorrow, a slave to that trilogy. They had no future. They believed in democracy and freedom of speech, yet dead on the flesh piles. I hear no breath. I hear no hope, no whisper of faith from those who died for some other's privilege. Out from your palaces, princes and fools. Out from your churches, clergy and Christ. I'll neither live nor die for your dreams. I'll make no subscription to your paradise. 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 I'll make no subscription to paradise. I'll make no description of your paradise.
But today's new wave culture is 6 years on from the libertarian era of the Stoke Newington 8, as the Angry Brigade was sometimes called. Different people, different attitudes, different politics, different lifestyles, and above all, different reaction to it all from the authorities. A reaction conditioned by the years of terrorist war in Northern Ireland and the effect that that's had on security in Britain as a whole. Specifically, though, the background to the trial that ended today starts at a scene that couldn't be further from the punk rock platform of an anarchist gig. Anarchist rock groups like Crass, a growing phenomenon among the young these days, would certainly disapprove of that violent minority of anarchists Nicholas Walter was talking about. The group went round giving benefit concerts for the people on trial at the Old Bailey. Crass and what they represent are attacked politically from all sides. The right see them simply as criminals out to destroy the existing structures of society. The left see them as hopeless utopians, deviationists, nearer to a bunch of bandits. As for the authorities, they don't like anarchists in general because they're unpredictable. You can never tell how they're going to react to a given political situation. Safe so long as their aggression expresses itself in music, for example. Dangerous if they decide on some kind of direct action against authority. The kind of action they suspected Ronan Bennett had been involved with in Belfast.
Always ask questions about what's happening. There's no sort of big, like, trying to convert everybody around to our way of thinking or anything. It's just like to get people to question, even down to the most basic relationship with each other. Always question. I'm very angry at the way things are in England because people are dissatisfied with the way they're living. I mean, they're dissatisfied with weapons being bought with their money that's taken away in tax. They're tired of being treated like animals, and everybody's tired of like not being respected, maybe because of the way you look or because of the accent that you use. Sexism, the violence from the police that are supposed to be there to protect us, everything. The whole country's like totally fucked up.